Hey kids, InvertiCal here. Welcome back to Ultimate Ironman Season 1. Level 16, 165 kills. We're going to have to rack that up a little bit higher. And 0 deaths. B menu. And F6 once. There we go. As you can see, there we go. I have deleted the base in front of me. I have also deleted the other bases around me. That map marker there is still hanging on, so there's probably a block or something left on the ground. But everything else is gone. I also captured the unknown artifact, that big floating thing right there. I'm not entirely sure. I may or may not turn it into a base, but yeah, I looted it. Didn't care. I got some pretty good loot from that. The only thing I haven't looted yet that I wanted to do is this. I still have a few other POIs on the planet that are all secondary, you know, little advanced spaceports. That unarmed artifact is looted. This crash comm center, this DSE front has to be dug up, and the DSE back has to be dug up, and the capital vessel. These all have to be dug up and looted. I got a little factory over here. I got some deposits. Most of the deposits were in XXCallousXx territory. This engine compartment, I've already wiped these out, so it's probably just one that's got another random block. An old tank station. I haven't done this yet, but from what I understand, there might be something there, but yeah, not worried about it. I got a drone factory, a spaceport, drone base, an outpost, and an advanced outpost, all down in this one corner, along with the iron, copper deposits on the planet. I think pretty much all of them are down there. There's missing one silicon deposit somewhere on the planet that I haven't found yet, which is not a big deal. But yeah, there's not really much left here to deal with. The problem is I have to be here. In fact, I have to be there in a couple of days. So I have to be there and find the second mission within a couple of days. So I don't have time to enjoy my favorite sport of killing everything that remains. This planet is not entirely sterilized yet, but that's okay. We're almost there. So let's get out a drone here, if I remember what buttons to push. And I brought in the crunchy cookie. I did have it spawned or in the factory. I just had to literally just spawn it and do its thing. And I've armed it up with a couple of rocket launchers and the standard miniguns. I also moved everything over here from that CV that I was based in. I set up an advanced constructor, repair bay that I picked up from somewhere, and a deconstructor. And I've got one cargo box that I'm using for the deconstructor, and I'm throwing all kinds of junk in it. And yes, that's 3 EVA boosts in there. I only need one. I've only got one me. So I don't see a reason to have a whole whack of EVAs. And I have to feed this guy again. I'm still wearing my heavy armor, which is part of the reason I have to feed him all the time. Also, version 2.137 has dropped. Update yesterday, I guess. Well, this morning for me. When I logged in, it updated. It's changed a few little things, like you can now see the health pack is red instead of whatever. There's apparently some deco or some small vessel block changes. You know, fuel tanks and crap like that that you'll never look at. There's also a neat little feature that's been added into the game. If you break something and you get the structure fall down, you can pick up the whole structure and get the resources from it before it despawns. It also means that it takes a while for them to despawn, a while longer than it used to despawn, but you get that chance to collect a good portion of the resources right away with one click. Doing that, I filled the hover vessel cargo box. No, these. I filled these by tearing apart that crashed ship that I was basing in. Most of it, but just by breaking off chunks of that ship and multi-tool, or just picking up the pieces. A lot of it was multi-tooled, like the thrusters and whatnot. I got a couple of projectile turrets, rocket, laser, and I got a couple of rocket launchers. Somewhere in here I've also got a artillery cannon for one of these. I believe I also have a warp. Whoops. Oh, I hate these drop down menus. I hate them. Somewhere I have a warp drive. I've also got one tier 2 RCS and a single tier 1 RCS. Scads and oodles of fuel tanks and small thrusters and all that kind of crap. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I am going to go see if I could find a CV that I can use. I'm just going to make sure I put in here. Yeah, I think I'm going to throw the medium armor on, and I'm going to find... Yeah, there's that artillery turret. The one EVA boost that I hang on to. I'm going to grab that radiation protection, and I'm going to grab an oxygen boost. I'm making a spacesuit for myself. As you can see, this is some of the crap that I've collected so far. These I got from the Talon villages. I was really hoping to get more of the new Talon deco, but I just got tons of this stuff, so I just kind of went, yeah, and kind of left them. I did get an epic rocket launcher from one of the loot barrels that I was tearing apart. I don't want these. 1,000 rounds is more than enough. And I think that should be all I need there. So we'll grab this and we'll gear this thing up and we'll go take a look in space. So F4. I'm starting to get the hang of the this logistics crap. I've got the core on me. I've got spare armor. Okay, that just looks like it's damaged. Okay. I did find a couple of multi-tool tier 2s, and I've been slowly throwing stuff in the recycler whenever I run out of ammunition for it. I also got a epic assault rifle, so no more, hopefully no more weapons climb. When I'm using it, it shouldn't not it shouldn't fire like this guy's holding it with a piece of string. So I'm hoping is that they didn't remove any of the ships from space. That's really what I'm hoping for, is that the shipyard is still in space, or the damaged shipyard's in space. Now, I'm not entirely sure how long it's going to take me to find them, or find anything in space at all. I don't think... Oh, I don't have any ammunition for the minigun, so I have to remember that. I know you can see things in space from the planet, but unfortunately, if you don't line up with them before you're heading into space, you might not see them once you get into space. So that's something I'm going to have to deal with. I'm now 5-6 kilometers out from the planet. I'm going to try and keep it in that range and see what happens if I can orbit the planet at 6 kilometers out. See if I can spot anything. Oh, okay. What are you? Is that the... That looks like it's the something shipyards. Mizuno shipyards? Is that what that is? Okay, that is the admin trade center. Not too interested in that, but that's okay. We'll keep searching. No. And surprise, surprise, a chunk of rock forms in front of you. And this would be a chunk of... I'll put inertial dampeners on here because I gotta play with the map again. Waypoint that as a copper asteroid. Turn those off again. Well, I now found all the copper I'm going to need if I can find a way to mine it. Oh, there we go. Another chunk of rock. 2 chunks of rock. Right on. Well, we're on the right track. We're finding bits and pieces. So we'll just keep searching, see what else we can find. I found a cobalt and a silicon. I'm seeing a kind of a plane happening here on this slope. Almost this way. That's funny. The moon flips as soon as you look at it from cockpit. What we're going to do is we're going to head into the atmosphere and see if we can see anything. Whoops. Come on. Uh-oh, we're bouncing off the moon. Okay, we're bouncing off the moon. Let's move away from the moon. Some people were saying that this was a problem they were having before too, was they would enter into space and then they would glitch. I saw a flicker right over there-ish. So we're going to try that. Okay, I saw something flicker. Let's see what this is down here. Something that's a blue marker. Okay. I don't think I am friendly with the Polaris yet. No. So we're not going to go mess around with that, but we'll just keep searching around. Maybe we'll find something else of interest. Hello. There's something. And what kind of something are you? Another CV. Come on, light up. Oh shit. It lit up alright. Starts spitting out frickin' drones. Not sure what that was, but it was a Xerax thing of some sort, and it was puking out drones like mad when I got close to it. We're just going to keep on searching. Now we know that's there. We're going to stay away from it as much as we can. Ooh, there's something appearing. All right. Maybe we'll get lucky with this one. What are you? Oh, alien derelict ship. Hello. This is the... Oh, I know what this one is. This is the big mining ship. Waypoint has a target. And accept that. So that means that somewhere in this sector should be the ship graveyard. It also means that if I come into the landing bay here, I might be able to take the teleporter and go out. Oh, that's cute. Let's cross our fingers and hope we don't die. Oh. Come on. Thank you. Teleporter's not active. It's one way back. Please don't tell me that. But we are, yes. We have found the thing. So we're going to waypoint this, and we're going to accept that. Now we'll just see if we can find our way back. Which I believe. It's just a matter of turning on the switches. Oh yeah, the things should all detonate and make all kinds of noises. Not active. Not active. Warning sign. Yeah. Junk. I'm not really interested in that junk, but that's okay. Polaris. Don't be that way. Grab that just to be on the safe side here. Yeah, there's nothing in there that you have that I'm interested in anyway, but okay, that gets me back to where I was, hopefully. Come on. You can do it. Oh, I hate these teleporters. There we go. All right. Now you all know that that means. Polaris destroyed vessel. That's the one I want to go to. And it is up. Carrier, silicon, destroyed vessels, right there. Alright, we got a destroyed small vessel. We have... looks like a couple of cargo vessels. Probably just fragments and pieces. An Exodus. This looks like it might have once been the freighter of some kind, or a small carrier. So when I was just looking at the Exodus guy here. That almost looks intact. This one looks like it's that POI that you keep finding on the planet all the time. But there is some good stuff on there. Destroyed small vessel. This is another one of the Exodus ships. Yeah. So there's a couple of them. Looks like 3 or 4 small vessels that are small capital vessels that might hold the potential of being usable. How am I doing on missiles? I got 68 rounds. Okay. First, let's deal with some of these. Oh, that's terrible. Trying to get some secondary explosions out of some of these. If you can light them up correctly, these will just literally they'll do that, basically. They'll just secondary explode all over the place. Just like that. Oh, I'm going to be friends with the Xerox by the time I clean this minefield out. That's funny. Where the heck's the door? There it is. Okay. What's going on? Why am I out of oxygen? Okay. First, we'll turn off this base. Then we'll core this base. And then we'll access the P menu and we make sure we turn it to my base. Manage this and we will draw the oxygen, which isn't enough. Okay. Get any gas out of the tanks. Cool. Then we go to these and we deactivate all of the explosive signals and sensors. And then I think that about does it. That should do it for those. Now hopefully these all won't explode when I fly around them because they're theoretically turned off. Now I say theoretically and hopefully because I have the utmost in confidence that they won't explode when I fly around them. Now let's take a look at these destroyed vessels. They have Polaris faction markings on them. Now for the fun part that everybody knows how much I love, finding where the core is in these things. Cannot multi-tool it, so there is a core of some sort. I've seen this one as a wreck before as well, and I don't know it very well because normally I have to dig these damn things up. I can't place a core on this one. Right? No. This is like the one that Spange found that he could not break because he had to core. He couldn't core it because there was some stupid thing, and that was part of the Robertson protocol that he had to do, or something stupid thing like that. I'm really miffed if that's the story here. All I can say is a good thing there's editing, because that looks to me like I'm going to have to edit the hell out of this to find all the searching I'm doing for this stupid cores on these damn ship. This almost looks like the one that I was using on the planet, except it was smaller. Found it. You know, buggers, you snuck it in the worst possible place possible. That's okay. All right. So this one I can now take over. Of course, you know what we forgot to bring was a CV cockpit. A passenger seat. I got one up, one back, one down, one forward. 8 doors. This one might be one I end up using more for scrap parts than anything. So let's go check out the next one. Okay, I'm going to say that guy there is the next closest one. And this... looks very tasty, but I don't see any thrusters or weapons on it. I don't really even see anything of substantial interest on it. This one looks more like it's a hollow metal tube. I got a cargo box. Oh, Polaris is probably going to hate me because I keep opening their cargo boxes. Deal with it. Ooh, a tier 2 shotgun. Yay. Hooray. Okay, I have found this ship as a POI on the planet before. Go down. And if I remember correctly, it was all the way down on the bottom. One of these was where the core was. At least on the planet one, that's where it was. On this one, on the other hand, goodness knows where it is. The funny thing is I don't know how many times I've done these wrecked ships and all these different things. You'd think by now I'd remember where some of these stupid cores actually are located. You know, it figures like, oh yeah, this one, okay, I know where the core is. Boom, boom, boom. You go and do your thing, and then you get it, right? But no. Every time I find one of these, it's always the same darn thing. 25 minutes later, I finally figure out where the heck the core is, or I give up out of total frustration and just go away. There really isn't anything of substance, nothing that looks even remotely viable on this one anyway. You know, the cargo box. I wonder if I could keep opening that same cargo box. I'll just keep pissing Polaris off. Yeah, so we're going to fly back to the cookie, and we're just going to go keep searching. This guy here doesn't seem to have anything I want on it anyhow. I'd like to blow the core just to come back and multi-tool the heck out of it, but the only thing that it has is scrap metal, and I got crates full of that crap. So we've taken what we're going to take off of this guy. That is where I normally find the core in this one, but I have found it also in the back. And with all these thrusters. This one is beautiful for thrusters. I believe I have one of these crash ships on the planet as well that I am going to have to go and loot just for thruster components. Nine RCSs on this thing. 2 turrets, both cannon turrets, and 10, 12, 17, 22 thrusters. That one has some definite potential for being a salvageable ship. Go take a look at the other ones. That's the one I couldn't do. This one says small vessel, so this might be that small vessel that I took on the last season and got shot up. Yes, it is. This was a little bit big for a small vessel for me, but that's okay. I think it has pretty much everything we need to do what we have to do, with the exception of I have to take out the core. But I think, oh, what the heck's going on here? Come on. Yeah, I can't change the core. Power it off. It can sit here. It has a warp tank. A short range warp drive and a warp tank. So if nothing else, I have this as an alternative as well for traveling to the thing. But what I'll do is I'll dock that with one of the CVs as soon as I find the crunchy cookie, which I parked right. Oh, I hate it when so much crap gets on your screen you can't find stuff, eh? Okay. What else do we got going on here? That's the one we couldn't break. That one we took. This one we were also looking at considering, because it does have thrusters on it. Oh, I hate the sound of that. You go in and it's all sensors. This looks like it's got a fairly reasonably nice sized hangar deck on it. Lots of cargo boxes. That's good to see. Yeah, switches and levers for everything. The original builder of this ship was one of those people that loves the switches and levers thing. In case anybody noticed, I'm not that guy. Right. This has a warp drive, which is huge. Do I have a visual on a core? Which hangar door was that? Not this one. That's this one. Look it. Has some explodey stuff. Boom. Ah, I heard an earth-shattering kaboom. There we go, and I'll flip this over to my faction. Turn those lights off. Power fuel warp drive. Okay, so I can. This one is definitely a destroyed vessel. Let's have a look-see at it here. Gravity generators, growing lights, hangar doors, medic stations, 3 passenger seats, 2 RCSs, a whole whack of signals. It's actually got, this has a full warp complement to it. It's missing a cockpit and a generator, not a big deal. Okay, I think this one, this is our current best choice. So what I'm going to do is rename this guy as... That's right, this is now officially the Cow Season 1 Battle Cruiser. The Battle Cruiser of Cow. Okay, I want off. Yes, we have quite a few thrusters. We are missing quite a few thrusters. RCS bits and pieces, components and doodads, thingamabobs. And most importantly, weapons. Not worried about weapons, we have those. Thrusters I'm not worried about. We have that tan or that red colored ship that is got 100 and some odd or whatever it was on it. Ridiculous number of thrusters on it. And you can go in the trash. I need to grab oxygen for my guy here again. Okay, so that is that. That one I checked. That was the first one I checked out. Which, yeah, they do a really great job of doing destroyed vessels. Like, I've always been a big fan of making destroyed POIs. Okay, so this guy was the one I couldn't find a core on. And this guy here was the other one I haven't looked at. But it looks like it's the same as the one I just cored. So I have two the same. Which once again means that the core, today we're learning to walk again, is right there. We flew right over it. Cool. Well, it's not planned. It just so happened that was how many small yeah, we'll just call it that. That was how many cores I had managed to be able to make. I'm pretty sure there's probably more crap up here that needs cores than what I have. I have passenger seats, but I have no... I've got no cockpits, and I have no thruster, or no generators. So I got to grab a small generator and a cockpit. And I have got to find out why the heck everybody likes to build using stupid glass. But this one here, one of these is going to end up becoming the battle fleet, and the other one is going to end up becoming scrap metal and spare parts. So there we have it, kids. We have now resolved the issue of having no transportation to the next sector. I got a Promi asteroid right here that we're also going to waypoint. I found a silicon, a cobalt, an iron, a promethium. We got... Apparently the crunchy cookie is way the heck and gone over here. I don't know what's going on with that. The level 2 xXCallousXx at Antares farm. I found a carrier cobalt asteroid, which we really don't care about. A copper asteroid, which we might have to deal with. And the alien ship. So we haven't really fought anything of danger or whatnot, but we are still level 16, 165 kills and 0 deaths. Thanks all for watching, kids. I am going to attempt to rescue a couple of these ships and drag one or more of them down to the planet for retrofit. See you on the next episode, where we will start trying to figure out if we can find a way to actually get some warp fuel for our ship, because we couldn't get to the moon. Good night for now.